Today I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to do something a little exciting, something that's just silly. So I wanted to figure out, I was sitting down, I thought, how long would it take if somebody was on minimum wage to become a millionaire? Is it possible? And if so, what would need to be done to make that happen? So basically this video between you and me, this relationship we're having, you watching, me telling, I'm telling you a story basically, but the numbers are real. Welcome to Real Estate Investing Unmasked. Not the Twilight Zone, that's copyrighted. The assumptions are that we have a guy or a gal who is going to make $12 an hour. That is the minimum wage in the state of California right now. And the other assumption is they're going to work 30 hours a week the whole time that we're talking, from the age of 16 until the age that they become a millionaire. And we'll get there. We also make the assumption that they start working and they stay home, living in their parents' home between the ages of 16 and 22, that they start their very first day of work on the day of their 16th birthday, and on the day of their 22nd birthday, they move out. That means for 6 years, they are working 30 hours a week, $12 an hour. And our story moves on. All right. If our little buckaroo making minimum wage, way to be there, if he's making minimum wage 30 hours a week at $12 an hour, he will earn $18,720 a whole year. Way to measure up, buddy. I actually went to the extent to find out how much they have to pay in tax. So here you go. State income tax, $134 in the state of California. Federal income tax, $300. They want 3 times as much, almost. 2.5 times as much. FICA and Medicare, well, you got to make sure that you contribute so that you can get health care. It's pretty expensive, people. $1,148 out of $18,000. That's a good chunk of your money. Matter of fact, it's just a little bit less than 10%. Probably closer to about 6-7% of your money. 6%. Yeah, Medicare, of course, 6%. That makes sense. So FICA and Medicare, 6% of your income, gone. So after taxes, you pull in a cool $17,138. Good job. Out of that, I went ahead and gave the assumption. I didn't want our minimum wage earner to be a loser. So I said, you know what? $20 a week you get to spend on whatever you want. Whether it's Slurpees or video games, you get $20 a week. Because you, my minimum wage earner, are thrifty. All right, so your net, after all the spending money and the taxes and everything is gone, you have $16,098 that you can use for savings, which is awesome. So what you're going to do is after 6 years, if you just saved the money and just put it in a bank account and did nothing with it, you'd have $96,588. However, my minimum wage earner is a thrifty guy, and he invested, or she invested, her money in a mutual fund, earning 6% interest on average, which, if you know anything about mutual funds, that is very conservative. And after 6 years, they have $116,317 to their name. Good job. Well, on their 22nd birthday, they come across this listing at 1365 Crafton Avenue, number 1121, in Mentone, California. Now, I will tell you, this property is actually for sale right now. It's listed for $109,950 at this very moment. Now, it won't be so here in another couple of months. I presume it will sell. It is a 1-bed, 1-bath condo in the glorious community of Mentone, which is right around the corner where I bought my first house. I actually bought my first house for $108,000 in 2003. So not too far from here. All right. This is actually an area where my brother lived for a while in Crafton. So I think it's a decent area. There happens to be a McDonald's, which would be one of those establishments that would pay a minimum wage. There's also a grocery store right around the corner. You do not need a car, my friends. Not for this minimum wage earner. With this condo that they bought to move out from their parents' home, they had to pay property taxes of $116 a month. They will pay insurance of $20 a month and homeowners association dues, which are going to eat them alive, but give them a pool they can swim in whenever they want to, and I believe a gym they can work out whenever they want to, for only $275 a month, which I think is insane. But this is a story. Their natural gas for cooking, for heating, is going to be $25 a month. If you take the cold times of California, which we do have temperate weather, it gets cool in the winter and they turn on the heater. If you average it out, their bill should be about $25 a month. It does get hot in California, and their electric bill would be, on average, about $100 a month. Remember, when you're not home, we have a good minimum wage earner who's going to turn who's going to turn off the thermostat. So it may not even be $100 a month, but we're going to say it's comfortable when he or she gets home. So it's $100 a month for electricity. For food, they are somewhat frugal, and I would say $100 should be in the ballpark of what it would cost to buy food for our minimum wage earner. Now, spending money, I was doing $20 a week before when they're living at home, but no. Our minimum wage earner has bumped up their spending cash. Now it's $25 a week. So let me show you, because that's off the camera. Here you go. So now they get $100 a month for spending cash, and that totals to $736 a month. All those things for only $736 a month. Are you insane? Here it is. Monthly expenses, $736. Our monthly net income after taxes is going to be $1,428.17. When we subtract our monthly expenses, we have the amount that we can put in our savings, because we do have a saver for a minimum wage earner, and he or she's putting away $692.17 per month into their mutual fund. Annually, they're saving $8,306. That is phenomenal. Good job, minimum wage earner. After 35 years of having that mutual fund get that $8,300, after 35 years, that mutual fund at 6% interest will be worth $1 million. Bingo! Millionaire! 35 years, so that puts them at 57 years old. Now, during that same time period in California, typically real estate will go up about 6% per year. That's an average for real estate for a house. They're in a condo. So I went ahead and put it at 4% per year, because who knows? I'm assuming it's to be about 4%. At 4% inflation, our condo is worth $437,000, which means our minimum wage earner is now worth $1.4 million. That's pretty awesome. Now, if you thought that was cool, there are a couple other things I want to tell you. If our minimum wage earner just wanted to replace their income, and never have to work again, well, there's some factors in there, of course, but you'll get the general idea. To replace their income, after 11 years, at 6% interest, putting away the $8,300 a month, they would have $285,633.33 to their name in their mutual fund, which at 6% interest would earn them $18,720 per year. This, my friends, is the gross income of the minimum wage earner making $12 an hour, 30 hours a week, 52 weeks of the year. Ding, 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 ding. So after 11 years, at 33 years old, because it's 11 years after they move out of their parents' home and living in their condo on their own, 33 years old, they've replaced their income. That's pretty amazing. Now, that was my story. But there are some assumptions that had to be made. The assumptions are, our minimum wage earner, while they are very awesome at saving money, they don't have much in terms of relationships. No wife, no kids. Sorry, buckaroo. No driver's license. You don't get to drive around. However, you can use your spending money on Uber. Yeah. No full-time job bump, because who would want to work 40 hours when you can work 30? And then here you go. He's working 30 hours a week from the ages of 16 to 18. Now I put that in there because most people between the ages of 16 and 18, you're going to school and can't work 30 hours a week. But I feel like there's some room in here for that to be okay. Because if there's no full-time bump, really, you're never going to jump up to full-time at minimum wage. The other thing that I didn't write down here is the assumption is that you stay at $12 an hour forever. That wouldn't be the case. At some point, minimum wage will be increased because the politicians in California are going to cause it to go up because they don't understand minimum wage. I understand that. That's too bad for them. So their income would go up, which means they actually would obtain the $1 million faster because they'd be able to save more faster. But some of their numbers would also go up, like food would go up. Their spending money would probably go up, but their mortgage would be non-existent because they bought it outright. Their homeowners association dues would go up eventually. Property taxes would go up eventually, and all in proportion. So I feel like this was a fair assumption that if you ever wanted to become a millionaire while working a minimum wage job, you can do it. Go get 'em, Tiger. Now, hey guys, if you have any questions, please ask down below. If you want me to talk about something about real estate or just money in general, please ask down below. And don't forget to subscribe. That really helps me out. Once I get 1,000 subscribers, you're free to subscribe or not subscribe. It's really up to you whether you feel like you've been entertained a little bit. I don't know. Or if you've learned from my other videos. But please check out my other videos. I got some really good stuff in here. So, until next time.